Okay, so I guess this is part 2. So I was talking about. Oh, so my good friend, we see you. I was basically just trying to look, on the bright side, half a glass half full type of thinking, and saying that the possibilities of us having a good outcome by the end of the school year are good because, we only have a few cases. We might have caught it in time, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, she was like, I love your positivity, basically. It's not what she said. I can't remember exactly what she said, but she was basically saying that it's sweet that I'm positive all the time whenever things are really so crazy. And I was like, listen, I have to be that way. That's literally how I make it through the day. Because if I start thinking negatively, then shit's just gonna be bad. It's just gonna get bad. So I have to believe that things are gonna get better, and I have to believe that, that my hair's falling down. That, I have to be a half glass full kind of person, because if I start letting myself think that way, half glass empty type thoughts, oh boy. And that's why I worry so much about all my friends and everybody out there, that this is the type of situation that will turn a half glass full person into a half glass empty type of person. And you cannot let yourself get into that frame of mind. And I know this because I am the type of person that if I let myself get in that frame of mind, your mental health declines so fast. It happens so fast. You start thinking negative thoughts, and then it's like within no time you're depressed as fuck. You don't want to get up, you don't want to do anything. And we just cannot do that right now. Right now we need to be strong as a nation, as friends, as family members, as strangers. We just have to be strong for each other right now, because that's all we can do. I've been hearing some really awful stories, and I don't want to hear that kind of story about anybody that I know, or anybody that I've even heard of, or anybody in the world. I don't want to hear those kind of stories anymore. I heard a story about a nurse that tested positive, and she ceased to exist because she felt so guilty about all the people that she could have possibly gave the Rona to. She ended her life over something she didn't even know. It wasn't intentional, but she held that much guilt, and she got that negative thinking, and it was the end of her. And that's awful. So, if you guys can, please just try to stay positive. I know it's hard, but our kids, our parents, our friends, our family are all counting on each and every one of us to stay positive. So, and I have to. What, honey? Hello. I don't like it when you stand on that because you're going to fall one of these days. So yeah. Oh, so I did hear this. Well, actually, first off, let me show you guys how beautiful it is outside right now. Stop, you're being rude. What have I told you about being rude like that? I don't mind if you're talking, but you don't have to scream in the background. That is kind of rude. A little bit of... Listen, hold on. Alright, I made her go inside, because she's wearing a short sleeve shirt anyways. I told her to go in a few times because she doesn't have her jacket on. I don't want her to get cold, because that's all she needs is to, already weaken her immune system with a cold or something. But anyways, yeah, it's very beautiful out today. So, think positive thoughts, like, spring is coming, better weather is coming, and with better weather comes sickness dying, basically. Sickness doesn't like warm weather and good weather, so let's just hold out some hope, guys. But I did hear something that I wanted to bring up that I was like, are you joking me right now? Like, how stupid are you? So I heard a health official, well, actually I heard somebody saying that they saw a clip of a health official from China saying that the reason that they were so successful in getting a hold on this so fast was because, and the reason that the United States is failing so miserably is because we are not forcing people to wear face masks. We're not making people wear face masks when they go out. We're allowing people to just go out and, because with this, people don't know they're sick for weeks. So, I mean, it does make sense that everybody should be masking up because I don't know if I'm sick right now. I would have no idea. And luckily, I had been in my house for 4 weeks, but if I got sick tomorrow, or if I caught it tomorrow, I wouldn't know for 2 more weeks. So for 2 weeks, if you're going out unmasked, you could be spreading it to people. So, I mean, it does make sense, but at the same time, China, I got a problem with that because we wouldn't even have to be dealing with this. The rest of the world wouldn't even have to be dealing with this if you guys really had it under control. If you really had it under control and you really would have done the right thing, you wouldn't have let 5.5 billion... Ooh, it's a little chilly. Hold on. Let me finish this in the house because I got something to say. Okay, now you can hopefully hear me a little bit better. But I have a problem with that statement because obviously they didn't have it under control so well for months, or the rest of the world wouldn't be dealing with this right now. You wouldn't have let 5.5 billion people leave your country after the Lunar New Year, the biggest celebration in China. There were billions of people there to celebrate with their families and such. And after, you all knew about it at this point for, a while. But you still let all these people leave and come back to all their home countries or countries where they live. And that's where the main spread started. Was after the Lunar New Year. That's how it spread so fast everywhere. So you can't really say you had it under control. Not to mention, you want to judge on why we're not successful, but you guys lied to us for how long? You lied to everybody for how long? Told us for months that it was not transferred from human to human. Had we known that it was, then we could have prepared much sooner, which I'm beyond confused on why there was no preparations for this, because it wasn't not gonna come here. You know what I mean? I have a video archived from late January of the hospital close to me, the working hospital, or the student hospital, where the college students do their rotations and such. What is that called? My mom had to do it when she was an RN. She had to work in like a emergency room. She had to work in a mental health ward. She had to work in like different wards. You guys know what I'm talking about. But that hospital has a YouTube channel, and there was a video from late January, almost February, of them saying, "Oh, don't worry, this is not going to come to the United States. There's nothing to worry about, nothing to panic about. There's very little chance of this spreading. There's very little chance of anybody coming in contact with this unless somebody that you live with or you're with a lot just came back from, China and this and that. And it's like, how did that work out for you? So I just thought that was like a very hypocritical thing to say. Like, well, the United States can't get it under control. Took you guys months. So I don't know. But we do need to try to stay positive. We do need to try to find the silver lining. If ever we needed to think the half is oh my god, why can't I say that today? Half glass full theory, or this is the time we need to do it. Because I don't want you guys ever getting to the point where your mental health just deteriorates. I don't want anybody to feel like that. And I don't know. I just know that this will be okay. It's not going to be okay in the sense of nothing bad is going to happen along the way, because bad things are already happening along the way. There are people, ceasing to exist. But in the end, we got to get through it, because what else can we do? We can't just stop. We can't just, give up. Human beings are not known for just lying down and giving up, are we? So, let's do what we do best, and